Anyway, we were talking about Boston because we were leading to something. We were leading. Jimmy, listen closely.
Oh, good.
Hey, it's time for the Get Your Ass Off the Couch and Go Do Something report. Here's my buddy.
Thank you, Bap Bap.
Look at Jimmy's face.
Why's that?
Wow. Well, I think Anthony referenced it last week out of nowhere.
Oh, yes, I did.
I really don't remember we used to do this, but at AAF we did the what was it? Get
your ass off the couch report.
To go do something report. It was
Sponsored.
yeah, it was a sponsored thing that Dave Dickless, our program director, made us do. And
Massengill?
That's a douche. And we had to I had to paw through the local fucking rag bar magazines and find what bands were playing where and kind of do a whole rundown of what's going on in Boston, because Dave Douglas thought people needed to know. Mm-hmm. And oh god, first of all, what the hell? Whose voices were those? Whose voices were those?
Yeah, I was telling.
They were pumping helium into the studio back then.
I was telling the guys before the show. I mean, a fact is a fact. We were looked at as like rock stars up there in Boston.
Oh,
I don't know why.
I listen back. Everything stinks.
Because I listen to this, and I'm like, what were these people thinking?
Everything is just horrific.
It's horrific. I guess people just. It was before smartphones.
Yeah,
they were starved. They were starved for entertainment.
Starved for entertainment.
So they would accept anything.
And there was no way for one person to really get their point across if they thought we sucked to everyone to point it out.
Right.
Like, oh my God, why are they doing that? That sucks. And then you'd be like, you'd read a website or tweets or something and be like, yeah, that does suck. Yeah. And then the whole wave of people that hate you starts up. But people were actually able to think individually back then.
Right.
It wasn't a collective.
I see what you're saying.
It wasn't a collective like the Borg.
They couldn't get together.
Right. They couldn't gang up.
Is
that all that's on that CD?
Oh.
And do some flash mob hating.
Oh, no.
Why that's all. That's
why
all.
Would that be?
Oh, is there more?
Unfortunately, that's all I like to call him asshole from Connecticut came up with.
I didn't hear the beginning.
Kevin from Connecticut. I guess Kevin from Connecticut. I didn't know he went that far back with us. He's got old fucking tapes of ours. Because Ant referenced this, and next thing you know, he's tweeting this over the weekend.
Yeah.
Or is it Kevin from Con? His Twitter name?
Wow. It was just...
Con with 2 N's.
That's abominable.
We have a little more.
Can I hear the beginning again? Because I want to hear it in context knowing.
Oh, God.
Watch Jimmy's face.
I'll be
I know
okay
you
now.
can't out there, but watch Jimmy's face.
Hey, it's time for the Get Your Ass Off the Couch and Go Do Something report. Here's my buddy.
Thank you, Bap Bap.
Dude, that literally it makes me shudder.
Yeah.
What were the names?
They would change constantly.
It's too long.
See, what happens? What happens is when you say something long enough and many times, you change it, and it becomes like its own word. Our names just kind of became back, like Anthony became back, and Opie just became back. But it was a slow change. See, it wasn't a thing like let's call ourselves this. It was a organic kind of change from the name to a thing.
It's like and hey.
Right. I'm trying to explain this, and it's going nowhere.
There's no way to explain it.
You guys are a couple of quacksuckers.
Yeah. Quack.
People listening, they said that was like a punch in the stomach. Ew. Where did that come from? Oh, God, exclamation point. Chills.
It's almost like he's got a phone and a phone.
Right. See, but now people know what you mean. Oh, yeah, believe me. Believe me. I
guess we'll get into that after the break, huh?
Yeah, I'd like to hear a little more of that.
All right, we'll play. It's a whole minute and 40 seconds.
Oh, boy. Get off your ass, report. Here's everybody. Thank you.
What's with the voices?
I don't know.
What happened? I guess our voices have matured over the years.
I listened to stuff from the beginning of XM, even 2 years into that, and it's still like the voices sound so different. It's
Yeah,
really,
what the fuck is
voices-
that?
Yeah. Yeah. I listen to stuff and go, fuck, that sounds different.
Yeah.
Jimmy, when we get back, in case people forgot, we'll explain this when we get back.
Hey, it's time for the Get Your Ass Off the Couch and Go Do Something report. Here's my buddy.
Thank you, Bap Bap.
Oh, this is just. I just wanted to get off my ass and do something.
Oh, Jesus, no.
All right, we'll play this.
Oh, no. Come on.
I had referenced this last week. It's the Get Off the Couch and Do Something report. This goes back to WAAF, the only station that really rocks.
Jesus
And
Christ.
this could be 15 years ago.
This is probably,
About.
15 fucking years old. This,
That's the only excuse we got.
That's the only one there is. Dave Douglas, the PD, made me do this fucking segment where I had to go through the fucking local rag and find where bands were playing in Boston and announce it to the people.
He wanted us to do segments.
Segments. He was a big segment guy.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
We'll make sure the oranges are all stacked nice.
Yeah.
Last I heard, he was working at a supermarket.
Yep.
Oh.
Opie and fucking Anthony. Motherfuckers.
We drove him nuts. But in the
Yeah, I'm
end,
running the produce section here at the supermarket. Things are going real good.
I don't know if he's really working at a supermarket. I heard it got so bad he was a greeter
Agree.
at a supermarket. I heard that. I don't know how true it is.
Fantastic.
I know he had a very religious wife that hated us.
Yeah, and I think that affected what he did with our show.
Yeah, there was
tried
some
to,
conflict there.
Right, because you go home and the wife says, "Hey, what's that?"
You know, you're on a station that, you know, your name is attached to a station that does shit like that.
That's all I was imagining when he went home.
Well, we were the only station that really rocks.
Why would you say shit like that?
And that song by Live where the fetus hits the floor, right?
Oh, yeah.
This was back in
The placenta falls to the floor.
Excuse me. Thank you, Ant. This was back when you could get away with a lot on the radio, way before it got as PC as it has gotten.
Oh, you just play the Who and let them say, "Who the fuck are you?"
All that shit.
And it would go right through.
But we're on this like rocket station. It was supposed to be really edgy, and he had an edit made.
So the whole
song.
first verse to Lightning
Crashes. Thank you. Yeah.
But Live was cut out. And then it started with the second verse because he didn't like the placenta falls to the floor was like a little too.
And that was personal taste because every other station was playing it.
Every station
the
was.
way Live meant it to be.
And you know what's so fucked up about how like I was embarrassed by that, and we never spoke of it really. But the other stations, like, why wouldn't BCN, some of the personalities have jumped on that and called us faggots or pussies or whatever. Like that's because that's what we did and wound up like winning in the ratings over those stations because we would have jumped on that.
You know why?
Shit.
Because those guys were faggots and pussies.
Pussies.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But Dave Dickless made us do this segment because it was like the one thing I think that was ever sold on our show, sponsored.
Yeah.
So I had to do it. I remember I skipped it once, and he really got mad at me.
Really?
Yeah.
God,
had
I don't
to do it at
remember
6
any of
o'clock.
this.
Had to do it at 6 o'clock on the nosy. And I skipped it one day. I was just like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't give a shit.
remember this at all.
And he's like, that's part of your job. You have to do. I was like, oh, shut up. Shut up.
Have some pride.
Have some pride. Boys down at IBM want these.
Have some pride.
Yeah. They expect to see the Captain Hook uniform. Have some pride.
Have some pride.
That Captain Hook uniform represent. That boss was an asshole. The same type. Mm-hmm. Oh God! Look, there he is.
What is that
Dave
picture?
Douglas.
Let me see.
But who's he with?
He's with Kid Rock.
Oh, that's Kid Rock.
Amazing.
My
how
angle,
people
I can't
find this.
That's Kid
shit.
Rock before anyone knew who Kid Rock was.
It's one of those FMQB, in history.
Yes. Well, there's Dave Douglas. Oh,
Stupid mustache.
Was he a big
God,
guy
I
or
just
no?
want to punch him.
No.
Mustache is a little worm.
Mustaches are starting to come back for some reason, but
Yes, I just lived through the whole phase where it didn't. I'm going to shave mine when it comes back.
And
I'm a rebel.
the mid '90s, it certainly was not the thing to be.
No, it was all
wearing.
about the goatee
Right.
during the 90s.
But Dave had just a regular '70s porn mustache.
Yes, indeed.
And trying to work for this hip rock station.
Oh, he was the worst, man.
Sorry, Dave, but you really were.
God.
Was he unpleasant to work for?
I can't even spin it 15 years
Horrible.
later.
He had no way of communicating with the bands. Thank God for John Osterlin, the Ozone that worked
Ozone
there,
was
because there was just no one that could communicate with the bands and the record fucking guys that would come around and shit.
Who's all that?
What was that?
He's
That's
with Dave
him.
Mustaine and I guess record people.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Is that Mustaine right next to him, right?
Yeah,
Never realized how young Dave was. I always pictured him as the old fuddy-duddy guy. He wasn't all that old, was he?
He's probably
time.
He's probably only a few years older than us,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, probably.
Well, we were faking our age, though.
Oh, well.
You guys are
not?
pretending you were younger?
Man, we had to be fucking rocking. We weren't married. We didn't have girlfriends. We were fucking 10 years younger than we were. It was just the worst. But they told us to do this shit. You know, it's a rock station. The demo is, you know, anywhere from fucking 16 to 22. And we're like,
We needed to sound available.
we're like mid-30s.
It wasn't that bad.
Just fucking, we needed to sound like we were, you know, going out every night, boozing it up, which I was, but, you know, hitting the clubs.
And we had to bring our broads to the parties.
Oh, God. Some of those fucking gigs, though. Wow. Oh, Club Cadillac.
All right.
Fucking Kahlua girls at Club Cadillac. I'm fucking just drunken makeout session with some chick with braces. She had fucking braces.
Did you wanna fuck her?
Oh, did I ever want to fuck her?
It's one of my favorite stories of all time. The day we said no to skinny dipping, with 19-year-olds.
With fucking a chick,
19 and 20-year-olds.
Kahlua girls with braces.
Who said, I quote, we're getting some beer and we're going skinny dipping.
We're going skinny dipping.
Are you guys in?
Why didn't you just go?
And we said
No, I
no.
have to get back to my wife.
We said no. Jimmy, we said no.
One of the biggest regrets in my life.
You
Absolutely.
never saw
Right
her
there.
again, did you?
Nope.
And it wasn't like there was a lot of email or things where you could go look.
No,
There's
there
just
was nothing. It was done.
But no one would have
Game
blamed.
over.
No one would have blamed us. Our relationships were shit.
Even if they were great, I wouldn't have blamed you.
Then I was such an idiot. I should have fucked her. I should have went skinny dipping. I should have.
I'd love to go with you.
What did I do? Yeah, well,
They
go
might have
now.
been-
in the
they-
bathroom, the
they-
toilet. I was standing in the toilet tank.
Yeah, we each have one foot in the tank, one foot in the bowl, just jerking each other off and kissing. Like holding onto each other's shoulders so we don't fall.
Oh, we're just skinny dipping.
And when you're about to come, I'll reach into the septic tank and splash water on you so you feel like we're
Yes.
frolicking. Come while we frolic.
Oh, that is an awful, awful picture you painted. Holy shit!
I love when the skinny dipping story comes up. It's one of my favorite things ever. The day we said no.
And they were.
They couldn't have been
hot.
more. Maybe 20.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They would, dude. They were so hot.
Maybe. Remember
And
we
just-
were thinking about, well, we'll go skinny dipping and then I'll just dump my fucking truck in the lake.
Yeah, we actually were saying maybe we can drive the truck in the lake and say that we lost control of the vehicle. Like this was a viable option, and that way we could be wet and not.
Would it have gotten you, like, did your chicks know you were supposed to be back by like 10?
They
and it was
knew
already...
we were at a gig.
They were together waiting for us to show back up.
They knew we were at a gig, and they knew, you know, girls were at these fucking gigs, and they were constantly jealous.
They were
and
on high
kinda
alert
giving
to
a shit.
begin
Always
with.
high alert. If we came home stinking of some fucking
swamp and pussy at the same
Massachusetts
time.
fucking swamp, and vagina and nice fucking 20-year-old vagina smell.
You imagine that fucking braces lips on your dick, though, looking up, seeing her kiss your
Dude,
balls.
Stop. I know. Please, believe me.
Who says no to
I was
skinny
looking like-
dipping with 20-year-olds when you're in your mid-30s?
Oh, I know. Oh, God. What a fucking dummy.
You regret that one, don't you?
One of the biggest regrets of my life.
How was her body?
It was stunning.
She probably
It
would have
was
kissed you while she fucked
stunning.
you. She probably would have wrapped her legs around you.
Yes.
And she probably would have said, look, I'm not 20. And as you were ready to come, she probably would have said, like,
What now? As I'm ready to come, what now?
I'm a lot younger. She would have told you I'm a lot younger.
Well, but don't tell the people at Kahlua because, you know.
Yeah, her lips would have tasted like cherry or something from her little lip gloss.
Yeah, lip gloss.
And obviously those relationships we had were ending.
Yeah.
They were going to end.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess at that time, to be fair, I didn't know it was going to end yet, but.
I did.
Wait, as you were
at
about
some point.
as you were fucking her and was about to come, she would have coughed, and then she would have just forced out diarrhea shit all over your balls. And then diarrhea shit all over your fucking big low hangers.
Would have ruined the fucking moment.
It would have wrecked everything.
You remember when we went to, I don't know if I've ever told this story on the air. Maybe I have, but it's been a long time. Remember the time we went to, I think it was Ten's Show Club?
Ten's Show Club.
Was that the one right over the border that we used to go to every once in a while?
So.
Remember we went as a group? And my chick at the time, extremely jealous.
Yeah.
Extremely jealous girl. But she says, yeah, let's do this. This will be fun.
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch of us, bunch of couples. There was probably a bunch of other people from the radio station. We're at a gig somewhere close to Ten's, and we're like, yeah, let's go. Well, you know, they treat us nice there. We'll drink for free and all that. And so I'm at 10 show club, and of course I start looking at the girls.
Of course.
She gave me this look of death. I'm like,
what are you there for?
What the fuck am I? So I remember just staring at beer taps.
Oh,
because I didn't want to deal with it.
So you couldn't even look at the girls.
No.
That's wonderful.
I'm like, why are we even here then?
Great relationship.
Why are we even here? And then I remember I'm at the bar, and then I'm staring through beer taps, and then I'm trying to like get glimpses either through the beer taps themselves or kind of look over. But in all fairness, I didn't want to deal with it.
Ugh.
I'm like, why are we here then? You agreed to come in here, and now you're mad because I'm looking at the naked girls? Are you kidding me?
Believe me,
none of this shit made sense to me.
Back then, it was just like...
Because then all you had to say was, look, I feel uncomfortable. I don't think, I want to do this. All right. I probably would have said, all right, we'll go do something else. But she agreed.
So I was on the verge of getting laid back then, and then the dumb fucking wife would get in the way.
Dude, you're the greatest... I know these are old stories. I apologize, but they're great stories, and maybe there's people hearing them for the first time. Anthony, oh my God, we had maybe they were 17-year-olds in the rock bus with that.
Oh God, that fucking one was great.
This girl was 17, just built for sex. This one girl, and then her friend that was a little frumpy, but she had youth on her side, so she was all right, too.
Yeah.
And Aunt gets the brilliant idea to make them do fucking headstands without panties on.
Yeah, that was my old ploy.
And then remember we started making...
We started drawing on them with Sharpies, and we were writing all over their tits, and the girl took her top and bra off, and we both just went like... They were amazing.
They had 17-year-old cones,
like
well developed.
Yeah. They were big and fucking.
And we started drawing
nips,
bullseyes on their
nipples, and smacking ass, and
because guys were coming and going. We were at a gig.
Yeah, we were at a gig at the time. We just locked the rock bus door.
And our fans at the time, they're like, "Where's O&A?" We're in the back, fucking drawing bullseyes on these girls' boobs, and they're like, "What the fuck? When are you guys coming out?" We're like, "We'll be out in a minute. Relax."
And I wanted to take the girl back into the back room that had the door.
That's where we broadcasted from.
Yeah. I wanted to go back there and fuck that girl. But again, the dumb wife.
Do you regret the Kahlua girl or her more?
I regret every fucking minute of my marriage.
There were a few opportunities we had up there.
There were so many.
Because the station, catered to the young, man.
Yeah. And these chicks would come up, and
we were the hottest
goofy,
show on the channel at the time.
And we were rocking.
Channel. It's a radio station.
We were saying things like, ack, and ap.
It would have been great if you were licking the braces girl's pussy if she was sitting on your face, and like as she was about to come, she would say, "Oh God, you make me feel even better than Raheem."
Oh no, I wouldn't like that, Jimmy.
That'd be wonderful.
I don't think I would have liked that.
Yes, if you had a nice interracial seed dripped in your face.
It was Boston, so the odds of that happening.
Please, she obviously was angry at somebody. What better way to get back at mother and father in Boston? It's great. That, and she had a Yankee hat on.
But this girl was naive. She's like this, and she's doing headstands without panties on, and then spreading her legs, and
it was fantastic.
And then they were wondering when we were going to step out of the rock bus to.
Yeah. Oh, no, where, motherfucker? We look at it. It's just a dick fest outside. That's what I want. I want to talk to some fucking asshole outside about Rage Against the Machine. And there's fucking hot nymphs in the rock bus.
that we were too scared to like just say fuck it.
To
Why
close
did we
the
just
deal.
say fuck it?
Too scared to
I wasn't
close the
even
deal.
married. It wasn't even going to cost me anything.
Too scared to close the deal.
I have a theory.
Yeah.
Because you're dummies.
Yes.
That's why you didn't close the
Exactly.
deal and fucking
Some guy-
put loads all over.
Some guy wrote before. He goes, "Well, the reason you didn't do it is because your wife would have gotten some scumbag lawyer and taken you to the cleaners." Oh, wait.
Yeah, but if she got you then,
Back
it would have
then,
been
that
a lot
would have
easier.
been fucking beautiful.
You could have taken that hit
Great.
easier.
Take my fucking take a percentage of my fucking $40,000 a year I was making.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I would have had braces, fucking girl. That would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
I was making out with her. Fucking my tongue was hitting her braces. It was great. Fuck, it was great. Oh my God.
These girls are now.
She smelled like fucking pencil erasers and bubble gum.
Those girls are now in their 30s.
Wow.
Even the young ones. The young ones are now 30 to
Holy
32.
shit, wait a minute. That fucking 17-year-old in the rock bus is like 32.
Has to be.
Yeah. Wow.
So I wonder
Wish
if
we
there's
would
any
have
pictures of her.
given her a horrible memory.
I wonder if there's any pictures of the Kahlua girl from Cadillacs. There might be.
There probably is.
We used to see the Kahlua girls here and there after that, but they already knew we were not goers, so they never even like tried after that.
Yeah.
They gave us our one shot. We said fucking no. We said fucking no.
We could have always said yes after that.
You know, there's not.
No, they moved on.
Regret is a horrible thing to have.
That's right.
All right. Anyways,
I actually saw one of the Kahlua girls. The
Yeah.
short. Remember the shorter one? There was like the shorter one. I was with the tall one with the straight black hair and the braces. And then there was a shorter one that was buxom. She was fucking hot. I saw her at that fucking place there, in Framingham.
the old
The old train station there.
Forgot the name of that place.
Ebenezer's.
Ebenezer's.
I saw her at Ebenezer's once, and I was with my fucking wife. And so we weren't even able to talk like we would have, because I would have asked her, have you seen, whatever the fuck her name was, braces, and, is there any way, like I would have tried to find out a little more where I could get in touch with her or some shit, but Dummy was there. And I couldn't fucking say anything but, hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, great. All right, see ya. And then listen, get me a shot of Jack. Fuck you.
Did you want to get away from her for a minute just to go talk to this?
Yes, Jimmy.
What?
I did.
I
hate this.
Here's the question. What the fuck were we scared of? Without the jokes, Jimmy. What the fuck were we scared of? I mean, my relationship, I can't front, was okay, but I knew it wasn't going anywhere fast. I knew that, like, we weren't heading toward marriage or any of that shit. It was just kind of one of these relationships that just kind of was okay.
Oh, I know why I didn't.
Why?
There was the marriage thing, because we had been married for maybe 5
Yeah, but
years at the time.
You were definitely,
and I didn't want to. No,
you were
know
more
what?
miserable than me. So
I
I'm
was so
wondering.
miserable.
I'm wondering why didn't you just say fuck it at that point?
Because 5 years into marriage, and I was the first one out of me, my brother, and sister that got married. And of course, divorce running rampant in my family and shit like that. I didn't want to. I wanted to be the one that was like, see, I could do this. I could make this work. I could do this. And, of course, I hung in there for another 4 years. Yeah. But not doing those things, God, the hotness.
Who did the
Then
one?
there's one I won't even talk about that was at the actual station. Holy shit.
Oh, I know.
She was on my shoulders
Wow.
with her top off outside.
And
Yeah.
we didn't know.
I had no
We
idea.
didn't know at the time.
I didn't know until later.
Give me a number. Just say a number. Not as bad as I thought it was.
Oh, really?
No, come on. What are you?
Could have been
are you
worse.
kidding?
-2 would have been perfect for me.
No.
But she looked.
Yes, exactly.
She did.
Did you fuck her?
What's the statute of
No, no,
limitations?
no,
but again, could have.
Should have.
No, she
Could
was. She was a young little.
Should've.
She was a young little nymph.
She was crazy.
That might have been part of a TV piece they did on us
Yeah. She looked great.
with the asshole with the fucking earring. Oh, where is that cock? He makes believe we were. What did you say?
He's with Bonaducci now. Yes.
Hello, Danny.
We weren't media savvy at all. Even when we were at NEW, we still had a lot to learn. Now we're pretty fucking aware. But back then, when someone comes to you and goes, "Hey, we're gonna do a TV piece on you guys," you're all in and thinking, "Oh, they're gonna just make us look great." And it was about the WOW stickers that no, we didn't have WOW stickers. We weren't allowed to have it. So everyone was making homemade WOW signs for their cars to see the tits. Whip 'em Out Wednesday, which we don't talk about as much these days because we do mornings. But whatever, it became huge up there. And the state was trying to shut us down. The mayor, before he finally got us fired, was fucking pissed. The state troopers pissed. And local Fox, I think it was, wanted to do a whole piece on this phenomenon, this WOW phenomenon, with Opie and Anthony. And he comes in and does this whole piece, and he shows up with an earring. That should have been our first sign. And he's filming, tell us about WOW. We're just clueless, telling him the whole fucking thing. Long story short, the story when it aired was a whole piece about how we're a bunch of fucking dicks and assholes and this needs to stop. And the guy that was kind of hip with the earring and kind of casual clothes now has a suit and looking like a newsman.
Now he's the news guy.
And he's on an overpass over the Mass Pike saying how dangerous this is and this needs to stop. We're
talking with state troopers.
This is the fucking guy. When the cameras weren't rolling, this chick just happened to be in that day and she's doing all sorts of shit. And this guy's loving it. Matter of fact, my memory tells me that the guy even got a lap dance from this girl.
He might have.
He got something, and he was loving the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, cameras off, and he's like, guys, this is fucking great. He's cursing a lot.
Right.
This is fucking great, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You got, and then he got on the air, and it's like, I'm like, who is this guy? Where's the guy that showed up?
Is there any way to find that piece online? That one might
man, that was ages ago.
That might be a tough one to find. I don't think anyone has YouTubed that because that was before anyone gave a shit totally about us where they saved our stuff.
To answer your question from before, what were you afraid of? Getting caught.
Yes.
It's literally the argument that will ensue. It's
well, looking back, it's like, why not get caught? Because then now we could do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, but
yeah.
You don't look at it that way when you're in a relationship.
No, you look at it as a lot of stress, a hassle, pain in the ass, fucking. Like, now what? Okay, I got to move somewhere else. I got to find a place because the marriage is over. I got to go through divorce. I got to get. It just wasn't. It wasn't worth the fucking bullshit. But it was. Now I know it was. I should have. I should have just been a fucking monster.
I guess the guys that are thinking about it, just do it because eventually.
Yeah, guys, this is a lesson for you. Very good, Opie. A lesson, gentlemen. If you're thinking about it, do it.
Because eventually your relationship or your marriage will be over.
Because you're thinking about it means that there's a problem. And if you're really thinking about it to the point where you can do it, then there's a problem. So just do it.
But everyone thinks about it.
I mean, think about it to the point where you want to do it. You will do it. The only thing stopping you isn't love. It's the pain in the ass and hassle. That then is a problem.
Imagine those little legs wrapped around you, those fucking braces legs. Wrapped,
braces legs. Fucking Forrest Gump.
Exactly. Yeah.
Braces legs.
Fuck her magic shoes off her.
I love polio girls. Braces legs.
I'll inoculate you, whore.
Dude.
Spray Kahlua on her back.
You would ache with temptation, and then I remember going back, just staring at the ceiling at night, going, fuck.
God damn. We had to hide. Me and that girl had to hide. Like at Club Cadillac.
No,
there was
you hid behind a Budweiser banner.
Yeah, I was behind
made out with her?
banner.
It was Budweiser and Kahlua girls.
Yeah, and I think the bottom, obviously it was a banner, so you saw our legs like right
in a lock,
facing each other.
And was pushing his big honk.
I was fucking. I think I was dry humping her. And,
did you have a rod?
Yes.
I think it's
a kissing rod. You know what that's like?
I do.
I think it's time to write books because I think we could write one book just on our AAF shit. I know we
moly.
can.
Tell me about it.
Because then you got the parking lot incident.
Wow, kissing rods rule. They really do.
And didn't you have
really kissing rods rules?
No, not kissing rods.
Kissing rods rule.
We had the parking lot incident.
That is a bad line to have on tape.
Didn't you come close at the cake when you were doing the cake stands?
At the college.
At the college, at the sorority house.
At the fucking...
I didn't get to go to that one.
Yeah, that was another one. I think I actually did get in trouble for that. Yeah.
How did you get there by yourself?
Fucking bitch was probably with her mom.
But how'd you get there? I don't remember that one.
I think I drove.
But what was the logic that you ended up in a sorority house doing cake stands with 18-year-olds?
It was a bunch of guys that were just like, dude, we're huge fans of the show. You got to come down. I think it was at Ebenezer's again. I was down there, and that's where everything started. And guys were just like, dude, we're having this huge party down at the college. Come on down. And I was like, all right. So I went down there, and it was just like naked broads and fucking keg stands, funnel shots, all kinds of shit. And, yeah, there was some shenanigans going on there. But, again,
I think that was the closest.
Didn't close the deal.
Because you got home really late. And
Yeah.
I remember she was pissed.
Oh, yeah. Thank God there wasn't a lot of cameras around back then, because people would have just been snapping pictures. Hey, here's Anthony behind the Bud banner. Here's Anthony with his feet up on the fucking ceiling doing a keg stand.
You know how good that fucking ass cheeks would have felt as you were fucking her, squeezing her ass cheeks?
Oh, well, I got to, squeeze the ass cheek, over the pants behind the beer banner. But boy, did I want to just fucking ravage. Mm-hmm. Couldn't go skinny dipping. Imagine that. She's all shy, taking her little, because they were wearing the Kahlua with those little short skirts. It's like, oh, I hope you don't mind. I'm not wearing panties. Oh, I don't mind.
Then you hear like an accordionish noise, and you go, what was that? And she's like, sorry, my fat pussy lips tumbled out of my underpants. That's why you hear the Irish accordion.
Those were crazy times, man. There's a few more stories.
How can you sit there and regret something from 15 years ago?
I understand it.
There's
crazy.
There's a couple more stories I'm still not brave enough to tell. But
oh, boy.
One of these days.
You got busted a couple of those out.
I got
so
new
often.
stories.
Yeah.
For another day.
Yeah.
For another day.
Another day.
We're worried. All right. So
all right.
15 years ago.
We were at the uncool portion of what we were doing.
You were going to play, was going to play, No wonder you hate Charlie Callis. You guys used to call each other those words all the time.
Hey.
It's the Get Off the Couch and Go Do Something report from 15 years ago, submitted by Kevin from Connecticut. Kevin from CONN on Twitter. Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks, asshole.
I think he did a recap / report. I think what this clip is us talking about this last week, and then he put a little something together because he kind of likes doing a little production himself.
Yeah, he certainly does.
Why don't you do a segment every day?
Okay, so, I remember this. This was only a couple days ago. Ant was talking about the Get Off the Couch and Do Something report from back in the day.
And I was imitating Dave Douglas, telling me what to do.
Here's the setup.
Why don't you do a segment every day, 6 o'clock, about what's happening in the local club scene?
Darren mentioned shit Boston bands.
Did you actually say that?
Bunka. I don't remember.
Remember that? The Get Off Your Ass?
Oh, the Get Off Your Ass
report. It's like, get off your ass, go do something. And he made me go through the fucking local rag.
I forgot.
And name like, hey, Running with Scissors is going to be at the Rat tonight. Great.
Forgot.
Fucking blow me.
What a fucking asshole.
Sucked.
You mean like this?
Hey, it's time for the Get Your Ass Off the Couch and Go Do Something report. Here's my buddy, Jack Doc.
Thank you, Bap Bap. And you know the Get Your Ass Off the Couch report brought to you by the Worcester Centrum Center.
Nice.
UMass basketball.
Why is the Worcester Centrum nice?
It's not.
Nice.
I don't know
Why is it nice?
Nice.
Why, you asshole?
It's
I'm
not.
talking to my old self. Why?
It's not nice.
Why do you need to go nice?
Well, it's a rockin' place. It's a rockin' place.
You know what?
The Get Your Ass Off the Couch report brought to you by the Worcester Centrum Center.
Nice.
UMass.
What's nice about that?
I think it's a rockin' place, and you're rockin' guys.
Nice. And this is why I know I will never come in possession of a time machine.
Why?
Because if I would have gone back, and as I was standing at Club Cadillac, making out with that girl, I would have looked up and I would have poked out from behind a tree or something as me now just going, Anthony, it's me. It's you. Time machine. Do it. Fucker. Do it. Fire. And then, so obviously it never happened.
But then you fast forward, all of a sudden she has a kid. Let's just say you knock her up. And she sees fucking dollar signs. So now you're married.
Oh, boy.
And some kid with braces has a baby, even though she knows it's going to be profoundly retarded.
Jesus. Fetal alcohol syndrome.
But she knows that you're going to have to take care of it. And you have a baby with her that is profoundly retarded, who is now 15 with the mind of a 3-day-old. And he's running around your nice mansion, knocking everything open. All over, knocking everything over.
Knocking everything over. Just a profoundly retarded 15-year-old I would have.
He eats the corners of your furniture like George the Animal Steele. Everything Angie buys you, he eats and urinates on. He thinks the world is a giant toilet.
Jesus Christ. Well,
How many?
you make a good point.
How many just young, supple breasts did we have in our left hand?
Oh, as we signed with our right.
As
Yes.
we signed with our right. Because that's how you sign a boob.
Did you sign my tit? Oh, yeah. Ka-chung, ka-chung, ka-chung. The tit was like, ka-chung, ka-chung, ka-chung.
There was no tit falling over the
No.
sides like
Then we get
like
to-
trying to hold mercury.
We get to fucking NEW and it was like, could you sign my tit? Flop. Like one of those fucking party favors. Like a fucking whoopee cushion. Like a deflated whoopee cushion we're signing. Ugh. Back then it was ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. So firm. It was like boom, boom, boom. You could just hold it and go boom. It had a frequency.
Speaking of nipples, I was going to tweet this last night. I was mortified, but I'll say it now to you guys instead. I'm in bed with my kid, trying to get him to sleep, and I'm watching the Mavs game. I don't acknowledge that the Heat are playing too, but I guess I have to. And my kid discovered my nipples.
Oh no!
Started poking at him with his finger, and then he grabs my nipple with his two fingers, and he's trying to pull it off my body.
You go stop.
And then the other day, while I'm feeding him, he pulls up my shirt and starts poking at my belly. These kids notice everything.
What the hell are they doing?
I think
Why?
I think I'm in okay shape, but my kid is telling me,
Saying, what do you got going here? Lose weight.
yeah, but he's yanking at my nipples, like trying to pull them off my body.
That's fucked up. I can't.
I guess if my chest was a little flatter, maybe he wouldn't know. He obviously has noticed that I have fucking a little too much going on. I guess.
Like mommy.
No, because that's what my wife said. You're lucky he didn't try to suck him.
Oh Jesus Christ!
No, he was violently trying to pull him off my body last night. I'm like, this is fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
No one else is in the room, and I'm embarrassed. Then I had to cover myself up, all like fucking. I was embarrassed and pulled the covers up so he doesn't pull at my nipples anymore.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, he's discovered shit. All right, back to this.
Oh, right.
And you know the Get Your Ass Off the Couch report brought to you by the Worcester Centrum Center.
Nice.
UMass basketball versus Maryland at the Centrum, February 15th, on sale this Saturday at 10 a.m. in person at the Centrum box office. They're called Tiki Master. Okay? Tonight, come on.
What's wrong with that, Jimmy?
Tiki
Called
Master.
Tiki Master.
Okay.
See, it was like Tiki Master. It was Ticket Master, but I said Tiki to make it all fun and cute. Oh, God.
Choo choo.
Tiki Master. Okay? Tonight, come on. The place to be. It's the Roxy. COC, Another Society, handsome. They're going to rock. Another Society was in here before. Cool guys.
Very cool guys.
And their music rocks.
I'm looking forward to drinking with those boys in a little while.
Yeah.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Why? You want to drink with the boys in a little while. That's fine.
Holy shit.
I didn't even go out.
I didn't even go
out.
You weren't going to go drink with those boys in a little while?
We didn't go out. Maybe on the weekends. I didn't go out. I guarantee I didn't drink with those boys.
But you didn't want to say, I'm looking forward to seeing those guys.
I was
'cause-
trying to have this rock image all the fucking time. Oh, God, I hate myself.
Cool guys.
And their music rocks.
I'm looking forward to drinking with those boys in a little while.
Yeah, if you're
I went home to my cats. And my girlfriend that obviously didn't fucking want to be there.
Unlucky enough to get there and they're sold out. Oops. Go to TT the Bears. See the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. They're playing there. They're cool. Stallone, Daylight in the movies. Sleeper. Good night, Bruce. Good night, Bruce. It's our big boss, Bruce Mittman, checking in. And the Celtics at Fleet Center playing Tirana.
Tirana. All right, brother man. Hey, let's rock out with Ozzy.
Let's do that.
Ho, ho, ho. Whoa.
See, now when I say brother man, I do it as a joke.
Oh,
There's no joke behind that, brother man.
No, there wasn't.
I can't.
Nope.
I'd like to hear that little second part again. I didn't get the chance to really. I couldn't have seen that coming.
Here's the end again.
To the end.
And the Celtics at Fleet Center playing Tirana.
All right, brother man. Hey, let's rock out with Ozzy.
Let's do that.
That was me saying, get off your ass, go out and do something.
I don't care what you were saying.
See, that was because I could care less, but
You could hear the confidence though.
it was all there. It's all there.
I wouldn't mind doing a gig up in Tirana.
Tiki Master.
Wow, that was harsh.
Nothing wrong with that, brother man.
And why did Bruce Mittman stick his head in?
Good night, boys. I'll be listening. Don't do anything stupid.
Please don't make fun of the fags tonight while I'm driving home.
I don't want to have to sit with a bunch of fagulous or give them a big check. So be good, boys. I'm leaving. I'm taking my rope ladder to get into my SUV, and I'll be driving home, sitting on phone books, boys.
Is he still in radio or no?
I don't know. He's
Like
got
a
some he's got a consulting firm or something. I hear from him every once in a while. He had to drive the biggest fucking SUV.
Yeah.
And he couldn't have been more than 5. Honestly, 5'5" maybe.
He was a short little feller. There he is. Look, there he is.
He looks like
Mitcom. He runs Mitcom Industries.
Yeah, he does.
Wow. That's like Kramerica.
Now looking back, I love that guy. I know he fucking ripped us off too, but so many guys ripped us off.
He got his piece out of us. You know.
But I love that guy. He believed in us. He really did.
Yeah, he did. Mitco Industries. Boy.
Mitcom.
Let me tell you. We're merging with Kramerica.
Please tell me you have a
We're
presentation.
making oil
tape.
tanker liners.
Is there a presentation video? I gotta hear Bruce.